Hello, everybody. It's Flesson19. And if you're looking for just gameplay footage, then this is not exactly the video for you. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys, the ones that really follow my channel, for me, personally on the channel and where it's heading. So, first, I'm going to start off with the plans for what I want to do. And I do want to start doing a lot more live streaming. And by a lot more, I mean, a lot more. We're talking 3, 4 days a week. That's what I originally did when I started streaming, and that is what I really want to do. I do want to do a lot more of it, and I know there are people that want me to do a lot more of it. That brings me to the elephant in the room for the people that kind of understand mainly what that means. I've been able to now check my YouTube analytics for the last couple weeks since I've been partnered. And from what I am looking at, if the viewer to count ratio stays the same, I am going to need approximately 5 to 6,000 subscribers before I'm going to be able to put full time into actually doing this. That is my estimation right now. I don't know how things are going to shape up with Google AdSense and all that. So I just had a very rough guess as to what's going on. So that leads me to the real touchy subject in which I didn't really want to get involved with. And for the most part, I have not done it. And that is turning on all the different types of ways to generate revenue. If you were to go to my Twitch page, which is twitch.tv/Flesson19, and scroll down, you will actually see a donation link on there. If you look at any of my YouTube videos or any of my live streams, you will not see that. I have not done that. I have not enabled Super Chat to this day. I still haven't done it. I was asked if I had a Patreon. I do not. And in fact, I do not, I've never visited the site and I have absolutely no idea how I would do anything like that. No clue. The only thing that I did on my channel at this point was turn on memberships because I was specifically requested by somebody to do that. And a couple other people were interested in as well. So I did end up doing that. In the discussion that I had with this person, I had this discussion on somebody else's channel in their live stream. The one big reason why I didn't want to do that is because in my eyes, I didn't want to come off as somebody that was greedy. And that person stated that you don't need to worry about that. You're not going to come off as greedy. And if they want to do it, they'll do it. And if they don't, they don't. It's no big deal. Therein lies the problem. And therein lies the problem with me. And that's how I feel. There are things that I have gone through that I have not talked about. And I am very conscious of those incidents in my life that have made me feel a certain way. And because of those things that have happened, one thing that has happened to me personally is it has made me very conscious of how other people feel. That is why when you look at a lot of my comments to people are trying to understand their opinion, not to force myself down their throats. Try to understand where they're coming from and admit when I'm wrong. Because I know how it can make people feel when you are just simply disregarded and treated as something that you're not. That I know all too well. You can hear these long pauses because none of this is scripted. I put this video on in the background and I am just talking to you. I don't know exactly where this is going to go. I don't know exactly how long this is going to go for. I do not know. All I know is that if I want to start working on things sooner, I need to think about generating other revenue so that way I can do it quicker. Do I think I'll hit 5,000 subscribers? I didn't think I'd hit 1,000 and I did it. So what's there to lead me to believe I can't hit 5,000? The question is, how long will it take me to hit it? And the longer it takes me to hit it is the longer it takes before I can actually put full time into this. So that leads me to the decision, do I turn all that stuff on? And the one thing that just goes through my mind is I don't want to look greedy to people. All right, he got 1,000 subscribers. He's throwing all this in. He's expecting us to do this. That's the way I don't want to come off. And people say it's not that way, but that's not how I feel. And I'm very conscious of the way that I feel. And I can't stop thinking about the way that others feel, because if that had happened, then maybe certain things in my life wouldn't have been done to me. So I think about people all the time. If I were to say something to hurt somebody's feelings in one of my streams or in a video, believe me, it would cause me a lot of pain, because I know what happens when people say or do things to you and how it makes you feel. And I know I never want to feel that way because I felt that way. So that leads me to the decision on, do I go ahead and turn it on? And that's, like I said, the one thing I don't want to come off is negative to everybody else. I feel that I have generated a remarkable community, and I mean remarkable. I don't know how many of my 1,100 subscribers are here just to see some of the guides and that's all they care about, or the workshop videos, or how many are truly interested in me or my content in particular. I do not know. And that does not bother me. People are going to do what they want to do. I totally respect that. The one thing I do not want to do is I do not want to alienate anyone. That is the one thing that I don't want to do. And I could have just taken my workshop video and I could have just gone ahead and thrown the thing behind a Patreon firewall and say, okay, you're going to pay or you're not getting it. I didn't do that. I had somebody actually come up and do the exact opposite and tell me that I should have made it into a 5-minute video, or I shouldn't have actually had a 14-minute video when it could be done in some simple document where people would be able to see it instantly. And that hurt a little bit. You know, I invest 30 hours into that thing. And for somebody to complain that they can't invest 14 minutes into it, and the fact that I also put timestamps in that. And by putting timestamps into it, it actually hurts my revenue because you're not going through the whole video. It hurts my analytics because you're not going through the whole video. But do I throw that behind a paywall on Patreon? No, I'm not doing that. That's not what I want to do. I don't want you guys thinking that I am just some greedy YouTuber that now is partnered and is going to expect us to do all that. That's what I don't want to come off as. So I do want to do this full time as quick as possible. That is my goal. That is what I want to do. I want to be able to stream consistently. There are other things I have to do to supplement my income right now that takes my time away. However, if I can reach that threshold, then I can devote my time to doing this and doing this a lot more. So, after talking with my wife extensively about it, I am going to go ahead and I am going to turn the stuff on. I'm going to turn on the super chats. I'm gonna put my little, I think I could figure out the donation link or something like that. And I might even set up a Patreon. That I still don't know about. But the one thing I want you guys to understand is nobody will ever need to feel obligated to do any of that ever. I'm not going to treat you differently because you can't or you won't. Not everybody is able to do stuff like that. Okay? I get that. I know what it's like. I've been in that place. And that doesn't make you any less of a person. Just by watching the videos, liking and, commenting and watching the entire thing through, you're helping to generate revenue. But to the people that want to and have that extra to do that, then that option is going to be available. And if that can help me reach that threshold faster, then I think that's the best thing to do. But what I don't want anyone to ever think is that this is directed at you, and when you see those buttons, that you're required to hit it. I don't ever want anyone to think that. So I kind of wanted to put this a little bit differently. It won't even be tagged as Bannerlord. And I'm going to put something up there in case people don't really want to listen to it. They don't have to try to make people realize that you don't need to listen to it. But it's been something that's been very hard for me to wrestle with because I just don't want to turn people away. I'm so proud of the community that I have that I don't want to do anything to alienate anybody from the community. That is my biggest concern with the whole thing. That is what I have been worried about. More than one person has mentioned about turning something on, and I have been very reluctant to do it because I don't want it to make me look in a bad light to other people. So I wanted to let everybody know exactly what my plans were and why I am doing it. I am doing it because I want to try to hit that threshold faster so it will allow me to do this full time and be able to concentrate on doing more things than I'm actually able to do right now. This does not have any other ulterior motive involved. It does not signal to you that you need to act, and it is not targeting any single person in any single way. And that's what I want people to understand. If you can, that is great. If you can't, that is fine. I will hold you in no less regard if you are not able to. There is a situation going on in this world right now. Not everybody is in the same situation in life, and that is a given. So it doesn't matter what your reasons are for not being able to do it. I don't need to know what your reasons are if you're not able to do it. It does not matter to me. If you can do it, I am extremely grateful. If you can't, I totally understand. But I don't ever want anybody to think that one, they're required to do it, and two, I will think any less of you if you don't do it. I don't ever want you to think that. So I hope I got my message across good enough to everybody. I don't expect this video to be viewed that much. I think just mainly a lot of the really hardcore people that watch every bit of my content will hear this, and I just want them to know that. That is the main thing that I'm speaking from my heart on this issue. It's a little tough for me to do it, a little emotional because of it brings up some things from the past. But I wanted to actually open up to you guys because it is something that I don't do that much. And I kind of want to just let you guys know how I feel as a person, not as a content creator, but as a person like you. So if you do have any questions, I would love to hear from you. And if you want them to be private, all you need to do is go to my main page about me and you will see my email address. If you want, you can email me if you want it to be private. I have my email address sitting right there. I'd love to hear from you. So I really hope I got my message across. I really hope it comes out to be that it's not a negative look upon me. I will always cherish you guys. I am very thankful to actually get to over 1,000 subscribers that I never even planned on doing. And I just wanted you guys to know the reasoning behind what I'm doing. So I hope this makes sense to everybody. Um, we'll just see how things go from here. And if I get any feedback on it, and I hope everybody understands the way that I came across and I was able to articulate my words correctly and get you guys to understand where I was coming from. And that was, to me, the most important thing to me is to let you guys truly understand me, my motivations, and how I feel. Because in the end, we're all just human, and that's everybody. And we all need to be treated the same way, whether we're a creator or whether we're just watching the videos. We're all human. So I thank you for listening. I thank you for your understanding. And as always, my friends, take care and thanks for watching.